House convert itself in a committee of the whole?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
However, I believe that was not the said topic of the last time the House convened as the Committee on the Whole, as the record shows.
In other words, that preceded the last time the House converted itself to a committee of the whole. Or what is subsequent?
Ito na nga, si Lagman, pinaulanan ng mga tanong si Sandro Marcos. Batang mambabatas, sinubok ang talas. Pero bago ang lahat, maaari kayong mag-subscribe para maging updated sa mga issue at bagong mga balita. Sinubok nga ni Lagman ang talas ng kaisipan at kalaman sa batas nitong si Sandro Marcos. Naging oral recitation ng eksenang naganap nang pinaulanan ng katanungan ni Lagman si Congressman Sandro Marcos. Narito ang buong detalye.
Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, to answer the query of the gentleman from Albay, the last time the House convened as a Committee on the Whole was on the 16th of October, 2020.
And what was the nature of the subject matter of the bill or resolution which was considered by the House converted as the Committee of the Whole?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, there were 4 bills that were considered by the Committee of the Whole. They were House Bill 7831, 7880, 7882, and House Bill 7884.
And may we know what were the subject matter of matters?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, they were bills in relation to an act authorizing the President to expedite the processing and issuance of national and local permits, licenses, and certifications in times of national emergency.
There were 4 bills mentioned. Can we get the specific title of said bills?
Provided na lang.
Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we'd be happy to provide the gentleman from Albay a copy of the titles of the said bills. However, it must be noted that they were consolidated by viva voce vote during the said committee session.
Member Lagman.
Mr. Speaker, when the House rejected the application for renewal of franchise by ABS-CBN, did the House convert itself in a committee of the whole?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
However, I believe that was not the said topic of the last time the House convened as the Committee on the Whole, as the record shows.
In other words, that preceded the last time the House converted itself to a committee of the whole. Or what is subsequent?
The query of the gentleman from Albay was in reference to the last time the House convened as a Committee on the Whole, which was October 16, 2020, in which the topic was the aforementioned 4 House bills.
And when was the House converted into committee of the whole to reject the application for renewal of franchise of ABS-CBN?
I believe it was the 13th of May of the same year,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Speaker, thank you, Majority Leader, Acting Majority Leader. Mr. Presiding Officer, I have no problem with this resolution. But let us place this in context. For the record, what recent events transpired subverting the integrity of the House of Representatives to merit the consideration of this resolution?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I believe, as you know, during the break, there were threats against one of our House members and the House itself. So I believe this is a show of solidarity, not only towards our Speaker, but for the institution as a whole and its sanctity.
Well, I remember vividly there was a grave threat on the life of one of our members, the Honorable Franz Castro. But with respect to the whole House, was the integrity of the House challenged at any time during the break?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I believe it was put into question.
When was that? And what was that?
I could not give you the exact date, but I understand that it was done on a certain TV network, and some words were said to malign the reputation of our institution.
Can we put on record what words were used to malign the integrity of the House in that TV broadcast?
Mr. Chairman, I move to suspend session for a minute.
Session is suspended. Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that we recognize the representative from Pampanga, Senior Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales, to answer any other queries that the gentleman from Albay might have.
The representative from Pampanga, Senior Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales, recognized. You have the floor.
Mr. Chairman, could you please repeat the question?
In recent days, what events transpired wherein the integrity of the House has been challenged or subverted?
Mr. Chairman, if I'm not mistaken, that was October 6 or first week of October when I heard some bad news regarding the House of the People, our institution. That's why I think that I prepared a resolution to defend our institution, Mr. Chairman. I heard a lot, you know, the media, social media, all platforms. So I think all of us here, we are almost 312 congresspersons to defend the institution, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, we have to defend this institution. But what I am asking for, what were the overt acts which were uttered, which could be considered subverting or challenging the integrity of this House? Because the resolution is rather vague. It does not give us the proper background. So I'm asking this question not to question the resolution, but to give it some anchorage.
Well, I hate to say this, Mr. Chairman, but when I heard the word rotten, of course, I felt bad regarding Mr. Chairman.
I also would feel bad hearing that accusation that the House is rotten. But may we know who uttered that statement? Was it a comic or a leader or previous leader of this country?
Well, I think, Mr. Chairman, the gentleman from Albay knew who is that.
Why is the name of that accuser so sacrosanct that we cannot mention it before this body?
Mr. Chairman, can I ask
Yes,
for
Gonzales.
1 minute to spend? Mr. Chairman, can we resume the session?
Meeting is resumed. Representative Gonzales, SDS Gonzales.
Mr. Chairman, I will answer the question of Congressman Albay, Congressman Lagman. But before I will answer your question, Mr. President of the PDP party, are you here? Mr. President, Congressman Alvarez, the one who uttered that word is our chairman from PDP Laban. Before I will answer, I will resign now as member and officer of PDP Laban. The former president Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the one who said that, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, he has said so many derisive utterances before, and he must answer for all of this, and I fully support this resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
And that statement is also an accusation of the leadership of Speaker Martin Romualdez. And for that reason, I truly support this resolution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Senior Deputy Speaker, for your candid answers.
Thank you very much, Member Lagman. Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move to recognize Representative Jose Joboy S. Aquino II for his manifestation.
Representative Jose Joboy Aquino II, you're recognized. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speakers, Minority Leader, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. The recent Octa Research Survey report conducted between September 30 and October 4 reveals the consistently high performance ratings of Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez. The public confidence affirms the solid and effective leadership of the Speaker in uplifting the welfare of all Filipinos. Indeed, the House of Representatives has become the true embodiment of the House of the People, because Speaker Romualdez's collaborative and unifying leadership has ensured the swift passage of people-centered and pro-poor legislation. We would like to commend Speaker Romualdez on his first in, last out brand of leadership that inspired members of the House and the Secretariat to collectively work hard with unwavering commitment, resulting to meaningful legislations for the benefit of the Filipino people. Let us be mindful that these trust ratings are testament to the dedication of Speaker Romualdez to maintain the integrity of this august chamber, and inspire every one of us to work hard and perform the mandate entrusted to us by the people. Likewise, it is important for me to highlight Speaker Romualdez's insightful appreciation of the invaluable role of surveys in governance. The survey serves as a guide in crafting government policies that reflect the people's needs and sentiments. His commitment to align legislative work with the needs and aspirations of the Filipinos is again a confirmation of his dedication to their welfare. Finally, we would like to laud and acknowledge that under the leadership of Speaker Romualdez, the House of Representatives has achieved unprecedented success in passing vital legislations, including that of passage of House Bill 8980 or the 2024 General Appropriations Bill that would ensure the continued implementation of the government's economic programs, projects, and activities. He has also championed other economic reform bills which demonstrated his foresight and dedication towards positive change in our economic landscape. Thank you, and let us continue to support Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez with utmost optimism and trust, knowing that he would always act with honesty and integrity. Not only every member of this House, and most especially for the welfare of the Filipino people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Floor Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I move to recognize Representative Albert S. Garcia for his manifestation.
Representative Albert S. Garcia of the 2nd District of Bataan, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. Dear colleagues, the NUP party leaders and members express its full support for the House leadership in its continuous efforts to provide quality service through the steadfast passage of various measures that promote sustainable growth for our fellow countrymen. Through the unwavering leadership of Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, the Legislative Chamber is able to aid the President's objective of building a robust economy post-pandemic and ensure that social and economic opportunities are accessible for every Filipino. Under the leadership of Speaker Romualdez, the House was able to pass all 20 priority bills identified by the President and the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council, or LEDAC, before year 2023 ends. In addition to this, there have been a significant number of measures crafted to propel economic recovery and continuous development for every sector. We support the move to improve spending efficiency through the realignment of confidential government funds in the proposed 2024 General Appropriations Act to other budget priorities in order to further uphold the President's socio-economic agenda and to promote greater budget transparency, openness, and accountability. Being at the forefront of public service, we see this declaration as an integral move to address the urgent needs of our fellow countrymen. The NUP deeply appreciate the efforts of the House leadership in ensuring that this legislative chamber continues to be united in working hand in hand to overcome the rising economic and security concerns of our country. This is the best time to show that this august chamber stands as one in support of the President's pursuit of guaranteeing the security and stability of our nation. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, once again, the National Unity Party express its full and unwavering support to Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez and House Bill 1414. Maraming salamat po.
Floor Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I move to recognize Representative Robert Ace Barbers for his manifestation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The distinguished gentleman from the 2nd District of Surigao del Norte is recognized. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. Chairman, allow me to read the statement in behalf of the Nationalista Party. We, the members of the Nationalista Party, affirm our full support and appreciation to Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez as he continues to uphold and defend the integrity and independence of the House of Representatives. This ensures that each member of the House will be able to perform their duties as duly elected representatives of the people with pride and conviction. We believe that with this strong work ethic and quiet but purposeful leadership, the House of Representatives will remain a valuable partner of the current administration in crafting legislations for the betterment of the Filipino people. We also congratulate Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez for garnering a trust rating of 60% and a performance rating of 61% as reflected in the latest Okta survey ratings. These ratings are a reflection of his strong leadership, which enabled the House of the People to pass the General Appropriations Bill for 2024 in record time and passed months ahead of schedule all 20 LEDAC priority measures targeted for 2023. Once again, on behalf of the members of the Nationalista Party, congratulations and mabuhay, Mr. Speaker.
Floor Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I move to recognize Representative Michael John Arduavit for his manifestation.
The Chair would like to recognize the distinguished gentleman from the 1st District of Rizal. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. As members of the House of Representatives, we follow a hierarchy of loyalty. First and foremost is loyalty to the state, embodied partially by our individual constituencies. Second, our institution, which has been assailed, and only then our respective parties. Having said that, as the administrative head of our party, the Nationalist People's Coalition in the House of Representatives, we strongly reaffirm our decision made on the 25th of June 2022 to elect Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez as first among equals, the Speaker of our House. In doing so, we also reaffirm our loyalty to this institution and reaffirm our loyalty to the Republic of the Philippines. We support Resolution 1414. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Representative Duavit of the 1st District of Rizal. Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move to recognize Representative Johnny T. Pimentel for his manifestation.
The Chair would like to recognize from the 2nd District of Surigao del Sur, Representative Pimentel. You have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, the Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, Lakas ng Bayan, reaffirms our steadfast support for House Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez. We wholeheartedly stand behind his leadership and acknowledge his exceptional performance as evidenced by the substantial increase in his trust ratings from 38% to 60% between 2022 and 2023. This remarkable achievement underscores his sterling commitment to serve the Filipino people and recognizes the reality that we are truly in the right direction in effecting unity and change in the service of our people. We can do more, and we can still do better. A visionary and activist in equal measure,
Speaker Romualdez's leadership style has truly transformed the House of Representatives into a genuine House of the People. His commitment to align legislative work with the needs of our fellow Filipinos and pro-poor initiatives is both admirable and inspiring, and reflects the results of these recent surveys. We sincerely believe that our collective efforts in the enactment of important legislative measures were made in the best interest of our people. It is essential to recognize that this Congress fully respects and firmly abides by the jurisprudence in the passage of various appropriation and revenue bills. It is imperative that we promote a unified and unifying leadership for our people at these critical times with the hard work, dedication, and commitment to principled unity of our members. Congress will continue to provide steadfast and solid support for the legislative priorities of this administration. Mr. Speaker, the Partido Demokratiko Pilipino, Lakas ng Bayan, reiterates our commitment to uphold the integrity of this institution and affirms our solidarity to the leadership of Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez.